Coming up today on Great Day Connecticut, music to our ears. Some local high school kids are preparing for a big jazz competition in May. Melissa Cole brings us inside a rehearsal at Hall High School.
And do you have any leftover Guinness beer from yesterday's St. Patrick's Day celebrations? Chef Plum will teach us how to turn the Irish staple into a delicious beer bread.
Plus, vests are really having a moment right now. Coming up in Great Day fashion, Debbie Wright will show us 3 great ways to wear them.
We're making your day a great one, starting right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Great Day Connecticut. I'm Kara Sundlin.
No one has ever scored a perfect 300 game in duck pin bowling.
Okay.
I'm setting up the next story, Kara. There are things that have never been done.
Never been done.
Never been done.
And you're Scott Haney, right?
Oh, I'm Scott Haney, by the way. Nice to see you. How are you?
I'm well. Yeah, March Madness.
Looks good. It's good color on you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. March Madness kicks off this week, and according to the NCAA, no one has ever picked a perfect bracket. How could you do that? The chances is 1 in 9.2 quintillion.
That's a lot of odds.
That's a lot of zeros.
And if you think about it, with those kind of odds, no one has ever won. And I just find it staggering that no one's ever won before. But I guess with those kind of odds, who's going to win?
But if you have knowledge, it's a little bit better. Then you have like 1 in 120.2 billion.
20, yeah. If you know a little bit. If you know a little bit about basketball.
I'm definitely in the quintillion phase.
I'm in the quintillion with you. My Jack is trying to get me to kind of fill out a bracket, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
I did it once here when I first started working at Channel 3, and they had a bracket. Actually, no, it was fantasy football. It wasn't, and I won, and I knew nothing. I just guessed.
That's another thing I know nothing about is fantasy football.
But that's the thing. I just okay, and so I mean that just shows you.
Did you win?
Yes, I won $300. It was like year 2 here, and I knew nothing. I was like, let me get it in so I can be part of the newsroom stuff.
Well, you must have been one happy Gilmore.
I was very... Adam Sandler is getting back into the swing of things, and Netflix just dropped the star-studded trailer for Happy Gilmore 2.
Take a look.
Arnold. Jacko. Tiger. SpongeBob? What is that? What's with the beaver teeth? I haven't swung a club in years. I'm a little intimidated. All these guys hit it big now. I don't know where to start.
Come on, brother. Grip it and rip it.
I guess I need to update my happy place to something a little more age appropriate.
All right, it's the long-awaited sequel, and Sandler is reprising his role from the 1996 film.
30 years almost, 30 years.
Ben Stiller will be there. Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Rory
McIlroy, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
As well as Sandler's daughters, Sadie and Sunny.
Yeah, the movie's set to stream on Netflix starting July 25th, so set your alarms. All right, actress Reese Witherspoon has revealed what she says is the best lesson she's ever taught her kids. In a recent post on Instagram, she shared a sweet moment she shared with the children this month.
Yeah, I think it's a great lesson. She said she was out to dinner with her 2 sons, a 21-year-old, which is Deacon, and 12-year-old Tennessee, so a 10-year spread.
Okay.
And they started having conversation about lessons that Witherspoon has taught them over the years.
Okay.
And her oldest said that he really appreciates her lesson of always choosing weird over normal, and that it's okay to stand out and be different.
Huh.
And I think that is so important because now, you know, of course, as a kid, all you want to do is be like everyone else. And obviously, she's amazing being herself. But the kid said that, she said it meant so much to her.
Yeah, that the kids could be different, that they
understand that, and that they realize that being unique is their superpower.
Unique. I love unique. Look at the 2 of us. It doesn't come more unique
I mean,
than
there's
this.
different grades of unique.
There certainly are. Funny man Conan O'Brien is returning to the Oscar stage as the host of 2026. The Film Academy wasted little time after he scored some big ratings, the first highest ratings in 5 years, Kara.
Yeah. He's doing really well, and of course he made a joke about it, saying he only agreed to host next year to hear Adrian Brody finish his speech.
Which is really very funny.
He is a funny man.
He is a funny man.
With the biggest squarest jaw you've ever seen.
And everybody around here is going, na 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 na, na 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 na, Will Smith is hitting the road this summer. He's hitting more than Chris Rock. He's hitting the road.
Yeah.
Well,
I just got that. Okay. Anyway, he's got to promote his first album in 20 years called Based on a True Story.
Good for him. The international tour kicks off June 25th in Malta with stops at music festivals around Europe and includes performances of some of his old hits.
And it's the first time that Smith is ever going to headline his own tour. Tickets go on sale Friday, a week before the new album's released. And Smith's last album, Lost and Found, was actually released back in 2005. What's even crazier is that 2005 was 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
How is that possible?
I think that's when Prince Harry was starting to write his book. No, I don't know. He is in kind of...
We're going to be waiting for all the information.
What's happening with this?
Well, and stay tuned, because a lot of the information is coming out. But at the time of this taping, we know that the records are being released after a months-long battle. And it was a conservative group that petitioned to have the release of Harry's immigration records. It's the right-wing think tank Heritage Foundation. They filed a Freedom of Information Act to request the Department of Homeland Security release his visa info. And he moved in 2020 with his wife, of course, Meghan Markle.
Sure.
And I guess the deal is, you need to be honest about any prior drug use. And in Spare, he was quite honest about his drug use.
He was quite honest about it.
So the question is, was he honest in his visa papers? And if not, then what?
Then what? What happens? Well, we'll have to wait and see. So, well, you know what? Everywhere he goes, there's some kind of controversy. So we'll see what happens.
And then she's, they're getting picked on too because, they're saying that she did something unhygienic in her Netflix show, and so every time I'm scrolling, I'm like, this isn't.
There's a definite microscope under the lives of those two.
Yeah.
So I got to cut them a little. I don't know.
All right. So. Mom life moves fast.
It does.
And back to the real world, where moms need to get what they know without need to know without having to slow down.
Yeah, Nicole Lepp is here with today's 1 Minute for Mom. Nicole, take it away.
All right, thanks, guys. Everyone, the 2 American astronauts who were stuck up at the International Space Station for 9 months are coming home, finally. Now, they were only supposed to be up there for a week and fix some mechanical problems, but again, after 9 months, they're finally headed home. Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams were relieved by a replacement crew, and then they got right on board a different SpaceX rocket so they could return back to Earth. So they're set to splash down off the coast of Florida tonight in just about 3 hours, so right around 6. Tariffs on steel and aluminum put in place by the Trump administration mean canned drinks like beer and soda will start to cost more. Now, the president is also threatening an increase on European wines and spirits by 200%. So that would mean a $10 bottle of wine would jump to $30. And how much do Connecticut student loan borrowers owe on average? Well, Smart Asset says the state has 517,000 borrowers, and those borrowers owe an average of just under $37,000. That makes Connecticut the 21st state with the highest balance in the country. And that is your 1 Minute from Mom.
Good job.
Thanks.
You got it in.
Exceptional work.
Cracked it all up, right?
Yes, it's that and the price of eggs.
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Terrific.
We have a great show on the way for your Tuesday coming up.